Thousands of students woke up this week with a UK university acceptance letter in their hand, and by March 26th, that letter will be completely worthless. If you are from Afghanistan, Cameroon, Myanmar, or Sudan, what I am about to tell you changes everything. I'm Floyd, and for the last several years, I have sat across from students, skilled workers, and families in this office and helped them navigate one of the most complex immigration systems in the world. I have seen people lose everything because they missed a deadline by one day. I have seen others save their entire future because they got the right information at the right time. Today, I am making sure you are in that second group. Because on March 26, 2026, the United Kingdom is permanently closing its doors to students and skilled workers from these 4 countries. And if you have already been accepted to a UK university, if you already have your TAS letter, if you already have a job offer in the UK, none of that will matter after that date. I'm going to break down exactly what is happening, who it affects, what you can still do before the deadline, and what this means for the future of global immigration. This is senior authority, and this is information you cannot afford to miss. Let's start with what actually happened. On March 4, 2026, the UK Home Office announced what it is calling an emergency visa break, the first time in British history that the government has used this specific mechanism to shut down visa routes for specific nationalities. The countries affected are Afghanistan, Cameroon, Myanmar, and Sudan. From March 26, 2026, nationals from these 4 countries will be automatically refused UK student visas. On top of that, Afghan nationals will also be refused skilled worker visas. This is not a temporary pause. This is not a review. This is a full refusal. Automatic, immediate, and with no exceptions based on your individual circumstances. Now let me explain why the UK government did this, because understanding the reason matters for what comes next. Between 2021 and 2025, asylum applications from students who arrived in the UK on study visas from these 4 countries increased by more than 470%. To put that in real numbers, 95% of Afghan students who came to the UK on study visas filed asylum claims. Students from Myanmar, their asylum claims increased 16 times over the same period. Claims from Cameroon and Sudan spiked by more than 330%. The UK Home Secretary Shabana Mahmood stated clearly that Britain's visa system was being used as a backdoor into the asylum system, and that this could no longer continue. Here is the critical part, and I need you to listen very carefully to this. The visa break applies to new applications submitted from outside the UK on or after March 26, 2026. This means 2 very important things. First, if you are already in the UK on a valid visa, you are not affected. Your current visa remains valid. You can still extend it. You can still switch routes, you can still live and work as normal. Second, if you have a CAS letter from a UK university or a certificate of sponsorship from a UK employer, but you have not yet submitted your visa application, that document will not protect you after March 26. Even with a valid CAS or COS in hand, your application will be automatically refused if it is submitted on or after that date. This is where it gets urgent. If you are from one of these 4 countries and your application is not yet submitted, you have days, not weeks. Days. The deadline is March 26, 2026 at 12:01 a.m. UK time. Any application submitted before that moment will be processed normally under the old rules. Any application submitted after that moment will be refused automatically. If you are in this situation right now, here is what you need to do immediately. Contact a licensed UK immigration attorney today, not tomorrow, today. Do not try to navigate this alone because the rules around CAS letters, COS documents, and application timing are complex, and the window is extremely short. Now let me address the bigger question that everyone is asking. Is the UK the only country doing this? No. And that is what makes this moment so significant. What we are watching right now is a global shift in how countries are managing immigration. The United States has intensified interior enforcement under the new DHS leadership. The UK has now introduced an emergency visa break for the first time in its history. Other European countries are watching closely, and several are already discussing similar mechanisms. For students and skilled workers from developing nations, the path to international education and employment is getting narrower, and it is getting narrower fast. So, what are your options if you are affected? If you are from Afghanistan, Cameroon, Myanmar, or Sudan, and the March 26 deadline has already passed by the time you are watching this, here are 3 realistic paths forward. First, other English-speaking countries. Canada, Australia, Ireland, and New Zealand all have active student visa programs and are not currently under these restrictions. For many students, these are equally strong options academically and professionally. Second, European countries. Germany in particular has been actively recruiting international students and skilled workers, and several programs offer pathways to permanent residence. Third, online and hybrid programs. A number of top UK universities now offer fully accredited online degrees that do not require a student visa. Your education does not have to stop because a visa route closed. I want to be honest with you. The countries on this list are not wealthy countries. The students from these nations are not people with easy options. They are people who worked incredibly hard for a shot at a better future. And that shot just got taken away with 22 days' notice. I have seen this before in my office. The moment someone realizes the window has closed, it is one of the hardest things to witness. But I have also seen people rebuild from that moment and find a better path forward. If this video reached you in time, act today. If it reached you too late, do not give up. The door closed in the UK. Other doors are still open. I will show you exactly where in our next video. Hit subscribe right now so it comes straight to you the moment it goes live. Share this video today with anyone from these 4 countries who may not know what is about to happen. They may not have much time left. This is Senior Authority, because information is the only protection that never expires.